The Lightning are back at practice today at Amalie Arena after 2 days off. I'm Austin Wright, filling in for Steve Versnick with your daily strike for Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. The Bolts resumed practice after having Sunday and Monday off following their convincing shutout win against Philadelphia on Saturday night. After the game, head coach Jon Cooper talked about a historic contribution from Darren Raddysh.
We were just talking, that was like the quietest 5 assists I think I've ever seen. I don't even know if I remember hearing his name. One of the guys joked after, they may have announced after the game, yeah, we're changing the score on 5 of the goals and adding Darren Raddysh. But I thought, like I said, this was a team effort, and I'm glad Raddy was rewarded.
Darren Raddysh became the first player in Lightning history to record 5 assists on home ice. Raddysh also matched the franchise record for assists in a single period with 3 and became the first defenseman to ever achieve that mark. Raddysh is one of 6 defensemen in the past 20 years with 3 points through the first 9 minutes of play or faster. Following the victory, Anthony Duclair talked about meshing on a line with Stamkos and Cirelli.
They made it easy for me right away, to be honest. Even before the game, just talking and going through some pointers, and they've been awesome. And I think after the first period, the jitters kind of went away, and right where I went, just another game. And like I said, it's gonna take a couple games to maybe find each other. But I think it was a good start.
Victor Hedman noted how the team took control of the game.
It's obviously good, but that shouldn't affect the way we play. And obviously to have that quick start today helped us, but at the same time, it's not going to be like that every game. So we just got to make sure that we believe in ourselves and believe in what we can do, and we showed that today, that we're a good team, and didn't give up any goals, and was able to extend the lead. So.
And Matt Dumba talked about transitioning to a brand new system.
First game for me personally, just simple, pretty simple systems, and guys are awesome around here, communicating and making sure I understand what I got to do shift to shift. So it was a good first one.
More notes from Saturday's impressive bounce-back win include Connor Sherry scoring for the second time over his last 2 games, putting him at 13 points on the season. Braden Point tallied a goal and an assist, giving him 67 points this season. Point also recorded his 17th multi-point effort of the season. Steven Stamkos chipped in 2 assists, earning his 300th multi-point game of his career, the most in Lightning history. He joined Sidney Crosby, Alex Ovechkin, Evgeny Malkin, and Patrick Kane as the only active players to reach that mark. Brandon Hagel scored the 7th and final goal from Saturday night and is now up to 61 points this season. Hagel is 10 points over his last 10 games. The Daily Strike is presented by Sunbelt Rentals. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get the tools and equipment you need for any job. Drop in today or visit sunbeltrentals.com to learn how they can help you make it happen.
This day in Lightning history.
It was this date 4 years ago in 2020 that the NHL suspended the 2019-2020 season out of caution for the spreading COVID-19 pandemic. The Lightning were 43-21-6, sitting at 92 points and second in the Atlantic Division. The league would resume in the bubble as they started the playoffs, and the Lightning would go on to win their second Stanley Cup in franchise history. The Orlando Solar Bears continue their quest to make the Kelly Cup playoffs as they are back in action tonight, hosting the Florida Everblades at 7 p.m. The Syracuse Crunch host the Rochester Amherst tomorrow night, and a brand new episode of the Into the Blue podcast with Gabby Shirley and Chris Kren is out this morning. They discuss the Lightning's trade deadline acquisitions, alumni weekend, and Gabby shares her recent experience with a very talkative person.
My minus this week is, in an abbreviated sense, I will elaborate, but overly chatty people.
Chatty Cathy's.
Chatty Cathy's. All right, so I basically talk for a living. Like, I can chat with the best of them. I probably could be considered a chatty person. Hopefully there's not an overly in front of that. But Chris, you know what I'm talking about. Those people, I met one not so long ago, like that you don't know them that well, they're not your BFFs, and they are tapping you, revisiting you, circling back to tell you just one more story. And
interrupting your conversations with other people.
And I just am not here for it. You could perhaps put these overly chatty people in a category with people that aren't the best with like social cues, which is tough because, I mean, I don't know if you're born that way or you just haven't learned, but yeah, I've had a couple run-ins recently and I just can't do it. And I'm really chatty. I can chat with the best of them, but this just makes me go mute.
Oh, I'd love to know who you're talking about.
We will not name names.
New episodes of Into the Blue drop every Tuesday in your favorite podcast app. The Lightning return to practice for the next 2 days before getting back to game action on Thursday night as they host the Metro Division leading New York Rangers to close out their 5-game homestand. Thank you for listening to the Daily Strike for Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. I'm Austin Wright, where every day is hockey day.